Alright, what is up everyone? It's your boy Seabiscuit back at it again. Now today I'm making a video about defining each COD era. I believe there are 5 different COD eras in Call of Duty. I'm going to define each one today. So you might be wondering why I'm making this video. Well, no one has truly defined each era. You know, there's certain eras the community knows about, like, you know, the old school, you know, the golden age of COD, you know, the jetpack era. But I really want to just define it. And I think I've created a pretty good list. Also, there's one era I kind of want to redefine, which the community has created. And this is just a simple video, me defining the COD era. It's nothing too special. We're going to get right into it. It isn't some dumb gaming journalist on some random website making this. I know exactly what I'm talking about. Alright. And maybe I'll go over some trends we see at the end. Anyways, the first era in COD is the old school era. This is 6 games. Well, really 3 games and 3 spin-offs. So you got COD 1, came out in 2003. COD 1 Unite Offensive. And then COD 1 Finest Hour, COD 2, and COD 2 Big Red 1, and COD 3. After COD 3, we get into more. COD 4 really changes everything. So it's from COD 3 to COD 1. At this point, it was really just it was kind of about World War II, and you know, it was just like a fun World War II shooter. The campaign was the main focus. They didn't really delve into multiplayer too much, and as the Act Man would say, it was supposed to be a homage to the soldiers who fought in World War I. I think that's a good way to put it. That's what the COD games were about back here in the old school era. And I think the king of the old school era, a lot of the community I think would agree, is COD 2. So I think if you ask a lot of OGs, they'd say, yeah, COD 2. A lot of people hate COD 3 for some reason. I don't really know why. I like COD 3, but I don't know. Anyways, the second era is the best era ever. It's the golden age. This was the golden age of COD. This is where the series really started taking a turn. After COD 4, after they had perks, weapon customization, class customization, it just changed everything, COD 4. And it really turned the series into this kind of like badass game to play, and everybody was playing it. It was all hype and shit, and everybody was just having fun, just going crazy, you know. Everybody wasn't sweating all day, you know. I mean, some people were sweating, but then they get called out on it. Everybody was just having some fun, blowing off some steam from whatever they're doing. I mean, this was just a great age. All these games, great multiplayers. But if we want to go on, I've added this other era. So this is a true golden age, I think, for a lot of OGs. A lot of people love Black Ops 2. But if you ask an OG, they'll say, you know, a lot of them will say, you know, Modern Warfare 3 is where things started to fall off, and Black Ops 2, things falling off. So those 2 games, they're kind of on the edge. But I think those 4 games of COD 4, COD World War, Modern Warfare 2, and BO1, those were the true golden age CODs. But I really think Modern Warfare 3 and Black Ops 2 deserve to be added here because they're just 2 great games. They fit in the same category. And I think if you're really to ask a lot of the OGs, you know, who takes the cake, I mean, they'd be in an argument between BO1 and Modern Warfare 2. You could even, this is the thing about the golden age, you could make an argument for any one of these 6 CODs. Maybe not MW3, but really any one of these 6 CODs to be the best COD in history, or the best of this age or era. So yeah, that was really the golden age of COD. 6 COD games, 6 years, and we haven't really seen that spark return. I like to think it returned in BO3, but that's just my opinion. Anyways, the third era in COD, this is the irrelevant era. This is just the one single irrelevant COD. It doesn't fit into the golden age. It doesn't fit into the era after this one. So I just put in as irrelevant. No one cares about Ghosts. We all know some ass. Moving on. And of course, Ghosts is the king of its era because it's some trash, and it's the only COD in there. Anyways, the fourth era of COD games, it's the loot box era. And you might be saying, whoa, 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 Seabiscuit, I thought it was the jetpack era. I knew you were going to say jetpack era. I was like, no. Alright, this is really kind of what sparked me to make this video. Because I was thinking to myself, well, you know, where do BO4 and World War II really fall in? And so I was thinking, why not just call it the loot box era and make it from Advanced Warfare, where loot boxes started, to BO4, which was the last COD game with loot boxes in it. So I think this makes a lot more sense than just the jetpack era. Of course, you could include a sub era in here of the jetpack era. So that's Advanced Warfare, Black Ops 3, Infinite Warfare. Black Ops 3 is notorious for the supply drops. I'd say same with World War II. I mean, especially at the start, World War II supply drops were just god awful. I think BO4, they really perfected the supply drop system, but they're still just terrible. Nobody likes them. But I mean, battle passes are also bad for other reasons. But anyways, that is the loot box era. Personally, I think this, and also I think a lot of the community would agree with me, that Black Ops 3 takes the cake. It's just the most complete game, even though the campaign was ass. But I mean, all these campaigns were really ass, except maybe Infinite Warfare, maybe World War II. And I include Modern Warfare Remastered on here because it kind of is its own game. It's a lot different from Modern Warfare COD 4. And it does have loot boxes, so I did want to include it in here. But I think Black Ops 3 really takes the crown. And then we're moving on to the current era that we're in today. This is the present era. This is the SBMM era. Now, so they started implementing SBMM in I think the beta or the alpha. I don't even know if they had an alpha for the for Modern Warfare 2019, but that's when it started back then, and now it's continuing Black Ops Cold War. Who knows if Advanced Warfare 2 is going to have it, or whatever the next COD games are. But I think we'll see this for a few more years. And I think this is maybe one of the most personal crowns I've given out in this video, but I really think Modern Warfare is the best COD in the SBM era so far. There are only two, but I think Modern Warfare is just way more complete because it just has to do with how they're making COD games these days. They're making them so when they first drop them, there's nothing at all. It's like you're playing in an alpha. And then in 1 year, the game's complete. So that's really why I think Modern Warfare is better. Also, Cold War is just trash. But anyways, that's just my personal opinion. I wanted to keep this, defining each era. I think these 5 eras from 2003 to 2006 was the old school era. It was old school COD games, just World War II campaigns. Then from 2007 to 2012, you have the golden age of COD. You have some classics in there. Pure classics, pure loads of fun, and memories people will have forever. And 2013, you have the irrelevant. I mean, nobody cares about Ghosts. It fits in nowhere. It's just irrelevant. Then from 2014 to 2018, we have the loot box era. It also includes the jetpack era. But this is where loot boxes were full on in COD. Everybody hated them. Everybody's doing loot box supply drop openings. I could also call it the supply drop era, but I don't know. I felt like loot box was a better name. You could call it the supply drop era though. And then from 2019 to the present day, we have the SBMM era. Now, if you have noticed, I noticed a few trends every era. The main 3 eras so far, the old school era, the golden age, and the loot box era, have all had 6 COD games in them. So we could see that continue, but I honestly think the SBMM era will end, if not next year with Advanced Warfare 2, or the year after that, because I think Activision is really starting to see what SBMM's doing to people. And COD, I mean, honestly, I think it's going out the door. Everybody said that for, since Modern Warfare 3 came out, but I think it might be time this time, or they might completely cater to noobs, which is another video I want to make soon. Anyways, guys, that has been Seabiscuit. I hope you got a good grasp on this. I think this is a video really just meant to define each era. It's like a source, that someone's going to reference. All right, here's Seabiscuit's video where he defines each era. This is, I just wanted to make a nice clean video defining each era. Keep it simple. And just keep it simple. So anyways, see you guys later. Thanks so much for watching. And also, it mean a ton to drop a like. You might think, well, you just made some Google slide presentation. I did, but trust me, it took a lot longer to make this than it actually looked.